Brett, I greatly appreciate you tuning in with us today, and we'd like to welcome you on Sports Talk with us. And like to start off with, how has it been since you retired from the game of the NFL?
It's been pretty good. It's been kind of an up and down battle. Obviously, you take a few years off to kind of find your place and see where you're going, and then you find a couple of things that you're interested in and try and chase it. Luckily, I've got two little kids too that kind of have kept that going, so that takes your mind off of things and make things move in the right direction, and a little bit makes the days going to go by a little bit fast. So that's good.
Definitely, man. A fatherhood's a blessing. Well, with football, how did you get involved with football as a kid?
Just wanted to play. Started when I was 5 and a half, and just loved every aspect of it. Obviously, in Arkansas, we don't have a professional team, so I grew up being a Hog fan, and always said I wanted to play for them. But it just kind of progressed. You play Pop Warner, and then you move on to junior high and high school, and you never know what the next opportunity is. When you're kind of on the downside of it, being a snapper, you're not getting highly touted. They just started putting a lot of recruiting emphasis on that and actually classifying a lot of guys, giving them stars on the recruiting basis now. But back when I was there was none of that. So you didn't really hear any information, and you just kind of went out there and tried to take care of your business. And if you take care of your business, then things typically work out for you.
Definitely. So, Brett, who were some of your role models in the game of football?
Well, being young, I mean, it was the Cowboys. It was Emmitt Smith. You've seen him run on Sundays, and this was before DirecTV, so we didn't have every game. We got the Cowboys and the Chiefs. In this area, you were really limited by the market, and that's how much the game has grown. If you think back, it doesn't seem like that long ago, but it has been. So we were real into the Cowboys because you just had to watch them. That was what was on TV, but they were also good at the time. So I'd say grew up watching Emmett and just, kind of fell in love with it. Played running back, but obviously moved away from that fairly quickly once I realized I didn't have as much speed.
Definitely. But with the Arkansas Razorbacks, how did they pitch you to come play football for them besides being in that area?
They didn't have to pitch me hard. The opportunity came up, and it was presented to itself. I actually turned down a few places that were going to give a scholarship to walk on. Knew I had an opportunity to play, and so that was the opportunity I wanted to take. So once they made that out there that I was an invited walk on, then the answer was easy for me. It was 45 minutes from my hometown, so you knew a lot of family and friends were going to be able to come to games. So it was an exciting time at that point.
Definitely. Hey, what were some of your best memories that you have from Arkansas?
Well, so Arkansas was playing Texas this weekend. I was just on the radio earlier talking about that. And, we got to go in there my first year, and we went into Austin and beat Texas. And then being a part of the end of my career, we went to the SEC championship game. We won the SEC West. And we had a legitimate chance to maybe move on beyond that, but we weren't able to beat Florida, which Florida eventually went on to win the national title. And then I got to go to the Senior Bowl after that, which was one of the first two snappers to go to the Senior Bowl. So that was a big deal. And so it was kind of a great senior year, you could say, at Arkansas, being able to go through that process and kind of live that out.
Definitely. So up to that point, Brett, who and which coaches and players had the most impact on you?
Well, I loved Coach Nutt at Arkansas. I loved Coach Shibas. Coach Shibas, his name's James Shibas. He's actually at Virginia Tech now. He was a special teams coach. Loved him. He played at Arkansas, and you start to draw off those guys, those coaches that have been around the sport a long time, and you respect them. So that was an important moment, is being able to just be around that. And then, thinking about a locker room, you have so many guys come from so many different areas. It's not all coming from one city or one demographic. You really got to put together a team. And so each senior class kind of leads that team. And we had a lot of good senior classes. And I'd like to say that, our senior class, all those players, still to this day, you think about a lot of those guys of where they're at now and what they're doing. The college football is awesome, but unfortunately not everybody can go on to play in the NFL. It's 98% of those guys are not going to make it. And that's just statistically proven, and it's not going to change. But Houston Nutt and James Shibas were, prime factors of me wanting to go to Arkansas, to play for them. Houston, I still talk to him him and James every now and then, just touching up and keeping in close contact as much as we can with our lives going on. But they're great human beings, great coaches, and then more importantly, they were great to play for.
This concludes our episode today, folks. We greatly appreciate the support. And if you're not a subscriber yet, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get all our up-to-date content. And if you like this video, hit the like button. We greatly appreciate it. We welcome you back next time.